We all understand that dogs today are part of our own families, and that they are capable of understanding much of what we humans are feeling. For this reason, dog parents know the need to understand the body language of our own little friends and their meanings, because it is the only way they have to communicate with ourselves. So, to help us with this, we called our friend Wilson Dominguez, who is a dog instructor in Porto Alegre and Vale dos Sinos, to clarify everything about the body language of dogs. It's time you understood how your dog expresses himself. Check. Over 15,000 years of domestication, there has been a huge evolution in dog behavior, especially in terms of their understanding of human body language and facial expression, beginning to understand whether or not they are safe around dogs. Aspects determined by our posture and body language. Despite all the evolution that exists in the interaction between humans and dogs, many people still face daily conflicts with their pets, due to not understanding what canine language is trying to inform. To better understand the behavior of our own dogs, we must start from a determining point, which is the extreme difference in the way dogs communicate compared to humans. Dogs communicate fundamentally through their body language, and they use this communication with other dogs and also with humans, to preserve the stability of their pack, to warn of risks, to show that something does not fascinate them, or even to show affection and trust. For you to be a tutor, you can provide the greatest comfort to your dog. It is essential that you understand what he is trying to mention with canine language. The most frequent and relevant signs involve expressions that precede any subsequent behavior and also the so-called tranquility signs. Attentive, alert, ears pointing forward, tail aligned at body level, mouth closed, resting on the tips of the front legs. This is a counseling signal, which constantly precedes the next behavior, whether it be arousal, fear, or lunging. Dogs do this every time they hear a strange sound, once the owner arrives home, or once they see a different dog along the way. Pay attention, as your dog will continually react in some way, right after giving the warning signal. Relaxation, neutrality, relaxed tail, open mouth, relaxed corners of the mouth, ears in natural posture or slightly tilted back. We commonly see dogs in this posture after engaging in physical activity, or once they feel safe and comfortable with the individuals and environment in which they find themselves. Signs that the dog is happy. Offensive threat, tail erect and stiff, back hair standing on end, corners of mouth forward, snout puckered, ears forward, weight on balls of feet. Once the dog displays this stance, you want to inform him that he will attack at the slightest provocation. He uses this body language to appear larger, with the goal of driving a viable threat away from his territory or personal space. Defensive threat, tail in the middle of the limbs, spiky hair, subtly lowered back, wrinkled snout, dilated pupils, backwards ears, crouched human body. The dog that exhibits this posture is also insecure. However, due to the fear that he feels, he will choose to flee and will only attack if he is cornered. The vast majority of aggressive dogs display this defensive lunge or fear posture. Active submission, tail lowered, human body crouched, ears back, tracking movements, licks the preeminent dog's mouth, prevents direct eye contact. Dogs show this posture once they are trying to get rid of a viable threat. It is common for them to act this way, right after being scolded. Passive submission, belly up, tail between limbs, head turned to one side. The dog will present this posture before another dog or human, of which it has a high degree of confidence. Calming signals are essentially responses to external stimuli, which dogs use to maintain pack stability, to teach that they remain stressed, upset, to reduce their own arousal, or to instill trust and friendship among pack members. Meet another dog or human. Said are certain of the most frequent calming signs. Yawning, it belongs to the first signs of tranquility that dogs manifest in an early phase of their lives. This signal serves for the dog to show that he is uncomfortable or stressed due to any external element. Is calm even in puppies. Once they get up, it stresses them out because it's not part of their nature. Never confuse yawning with resting.